The first time I met Andy King, that was as an opposition player playing for Leeds against Leicester, and he scored quite a good goal against me. So he was like the poster boy of Leicester City, and the way he greeted myself, the way he greets everybody is the same. So a top man.
We've crossed each other's paths many times on the field, playing in the Championship, and I've always admired, his eye for goal and the way he went about his play, and yeah, it was good to be on the same side as him.
He was the bridge between the new players coming in and then getting involved with the squad. He was really welcoming, and I'm thankful for that.
It's pretty daunting coming through and going into the first team dressing room and training with the first team every day and stuff. Obviously I think anyone that's going through that can find it quite nerve-wracking. So to have someone there that was so good to me and helped me through things and helped me off the pitch and integrating with the rest of the squad was massive.
He makes you feel good. He tells you what you're good at and what to do and how to just keep cool in high pressure moments. So he's really comforting to be around. Really makes everything really easy, and he's so easy to trust and talk to.
No, as a person off the pitch, he's basically the same as what he was on it. There was nothing ever too much for him. He'd always be there if you needed something. But I mean, the way that we all got on, it was all vice versa as well.
He's got a great sense of humour, and he's one of those guys that you just get drawn to. You want to talk to because he's got this great personality, this aura about him. So he helped me massively, and he's always helped everyone.
No, Kingy, he's a funny guy. He's always having a laugh around the training ground, and he's always making people smile. And I think that's part of him. That's on and off the pitch, he's great.
He enjoys hammering some of the staff. He's got a lot of on a lot of occasions he'll be watching the clock in the canteen and seeing the clock tick over to 12 and the rush from the staff, and he was always on that, whether he was filming it or just taking note and letting them know that the players should come first.
Probably the funniest character I've come across in football, and I think if you asked a lot of the boys, they'd probably say the same thing as well. Just such like a dry sense of humour, and always the first person to banter someone if they've slipped up somewhere with an outfit or anything. He can try and banter someone about, and obviously got that side to him. But then if you're struggling with something away from football, he's the first person you can probably talk to as well.
I went through a tough time with my injury phase, and Kingy was always there to either be a part of his house when I obviously stayed with him, and just there as a person, kind of a shoulder to cry on really, because it was a tough time, and he was a great friend through that process.
My favourite memory of Andy King, there's many. There's a lot. Probably too many to even mention. I'd say my favourite memories are just the conversations with him every now and then, in the gym or out on the pitch, or just in private when we've seen each other away from the pitch. Just the conversations and the friendship.
Obviously, lots of good memories on and off the pitch, but probably his wedding. Seeing how happy he was that day, and it was just a great day a few years ago in the summer holidays, and. Yeah, obviously we were close before that, but then that kind of being at his wedding, kind of built us that little bit stronger bond as well.
I think one of the ones was his seeing his goal against Man City, which was a really fitting way for him to sort of come towards the end of his Leicester playing days. But I think I was on Matty James's stag do, and I seen Kingy at the same place. He was on his stag do. It was a sort of joint one at Ocean Beach in Ibiza, and I think just that day in general was fantastic, and it's a memory that will live long with me.
Probably on the pitch is his eye for goal. I can't single out one single moment on the pitch where he, didn't do something special. He was always a consistent player, that used to give it his all and pop up with a vital goal when we most needed it. So there's memories on the pitch of Kingy that comes to mind, and off the pitch we've had some great times. You know, obviously we've had so many ups and downs throughout our journey together, and the ups have been special. Obviously, most notably winning the Premier League, but you know, coming out of the Championship and getting promoted and winning that league was such a great experience and such a great time, and you know, the team really bonded so well together, and you know, we had some great celebrations. So I can't say too much on the celebration front, but there's some great memories off the pitch too.
I think certainly from a football point of view, it's coming through the different leagues, you know, winning the Championship. Or probably starting with the negative result at Watford, actually. You know, when we didn't get into the playoffs, that was a big time for the football club, and then it was into the next season and winning the Championship with him, and then it was, you know, staying up in the Premier League, and then, you know, going into the second season, it was, you know, the amazing Premier League win. So I think they're the best memories from a football point of view.
We used to call him Mr. Leicester when we were in the dressing room, and for him to have achieved all that in his career is really unbelievable. When we won the league, and obviously playing against Everton that day, and for him to get on the score sheet as well. Like I said, when he's been at the club for that long, even when they were down in League One, it's just unbelievable what he achieved at the club.
You know, he's a club legend. There's no doubt about that, and you know, we should always remember the good work, the service he's done for Leicester, and we never forget that. You know, and as time goes on, we all have to move on at some point, but you know, he needs to be remembered forever for all the great work he's done building Leicester to where it is today.
A legend, absolute legend. The service he's given this club and the professionalism he shows, he's an example to any young player, to any player, really. The way he's conducted himself, he's been at this club for so long, and you know, we kept buying players coming in front of him, you know, even though he didn't deserve to lose his place, and he's always just kept working, worked his way back, and shown his class, because he's a class guy and a class player.
I think just watching him, you know, have the success that he had at Leicester, you know, winning all the titles that he did, and just being such a big part of the team throughout all them years, and I think it's just credit to him. Yeah,
for me, obviously, having to play with Kingy and know him away from football, I think he's got to go down as, you know, one of the greatest players to play for Leicester. You know, what he's done on the pitch, League One, the Championship, and then the Prem. You know, that's some achievement that not many people have done. So, if anyone's done,
hero, perfect. Yeah, I don't feel like no one will really do what he's done in the game again. To obviously win it from League One, win the Champ, and then win the Premier League. It's amazing. You don't see many players, if any, that have won it across all three levels, and he's done it, performing really well in every level, which is credit to Kingy. He obviously worked so hard for it all, and he's got everything he deserves, really.
I think up there with, you know, with everybody else, he deserves to be. You know, what he's done and sacrificed for his football club is immense, and the road that he's been on with this football club is some journey, starting way back when, to come through the leagues and to have the career that he's had at this football club and the appearances and the goals. So I think 100% he needs to be up there without a shadow of a doubt.
In my opinion, he should be remembered as one of the greatest players for this football club. His ability on the pitch speaks for itself. For Leicester City, he was a real factor in everything that every bit of the success that we've had over recent years. He might not have played as much as he had wanted to, but he was definitely a massive part of it and a massive factor in the success.
No, I think with Kingy, there's only one way he can be remembered, and that really is a legend for the club.
Kingy, thanks for all your help over the years, and thank you for being you, really. We're going to obviously miss having you around the dressing room so much. All the boys are gutted, but hopefully we'll stay in touch.
You were the one that kind of helped me integrate with the boys and helped me come out my shell a lot. So, and then football as well. You've helped me with my game and helped me a lot in the gym and just making sure that I've got such a good role model as a professional to look up to. So nice one for that, bro.
Just want to say thank you for helping me make the transition from youth football to first team. I think you've been a massive help for myself personally, credit to you for that. Hopefully I can go on to recreate that when I'm later on in my career. But hopefully for you took massive credit for that, and all the best for you in the future.
All right, Kingy. I just want to say, the best of luck in the future with whatever it may hold. I'm sure there'll be something bright, whatever you choose. I hope to see you on the football pitch again soon. I just want to say a big thank you for the support that you give to me and obviously the friendship that we've now got. Best of luck, mate.
Kingy, thank you so much for everything you've done for this club, for what you've done for me, the way you welcomed me into the club. Made me feel so at home, so welcome straight away, and you've done the same with everybody else. Top man, I really appreciate you as a player, but even more as a friend.
I wish you nothing but the very best in the next chapter of your career, and for me, you're such a special person, and you made me feel so welcome when I came here, and we've had so many ups and downs together, but we've had some great memories at the same time, so good luck, and I wish you all the best.
Kingy, we've had some great moments together, unbelievable everything you've achieved, the memories we've had will stick with me forever, so all the best in the future, mate, and we'll catch up soon.
Thank you, Kingy.
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 Thank you, Kingy.